Hi everyone! I remember a day, and if you've ever led a school then you're going to recognise this one, when I genuinely thought that I needed to be 3 people at once. One part counsellor dealing with a staff member quietly unravelling over workload, one part crisis manager because a parent had just arrived for a quick chat that had all the subtlety of a court summons, and one part inspirational leader because I'd promised to lift the tone at our staff meeting. Somewhere in the middle of all that I realised something slightly uncomfortable. Maybe I needed to be 4 people at once, or even more likely, I wasn't leading, I was performing, and not even very well. I think the problem was that underneath it all was this quiet expectation, not written anywhere but deeply felt, that as the leader I was supposed to be invincible, unshakable, always on, always right, cape flapping in the wind. And the problem? Well, I didn't know how to fly for a start, but secondly, that version of leadership simply doesn't exist. And worse, is doing some real damage in education right now. Let's just call it what it is, the myth of human leadership, the idea that good leaders absorb everything, fix everything, and somehow never feel the weight of it. Research backs this up as well. Studies around principal well-being consistently show high levels of burnout and emotional exhaustion. Educational leadership research highlights that unrealistic expectations, especially self-imposed ones, are one of the biggest contributors. Yep, you heard that right. The self-imposed ones are causing huge issues. So think about that for a while. It's not the job alone that's exhausting. It's the story that we tell ourselves about the job. I learned this the hard way. There was a stretch in my career where I thought being a good principal meant being available to everyone, all the time, for everything. Which, you know, it does sound noble, doesn't it? Until about 3:17 a.m. when your brain decides to replay every single conversation you've had since 2004. And let's face it, there've been plenty. But what I eventually realised, far too slowly, is this. Trying to be everything for everyone doesn't make you a better leader. It just makes you a really tired one. And tired leaders, well, they don't think clearly. Instead, they react and they shrink and they do anything they can just to survive. So what does leading without the cape actually look like? Well, let me give you 4 things that I reckon would make a huge difference for you. Firstly, show your humanity strategically, not dramatically. You don't need to be a mess, but you also don't need to pretend that you're bulletproof. A simple, hey guys, I'm still working this out, builds more trust than a perfectly polished answer ever will. Secondly, ditch the always available badge of honor. Being constantly accessible isn't leadership, it's depletion. And protecting your time, well, it's not selfish, it's sustainable. It's what will allow you to turn up tomorrow in a state that is effective and isn't zombie-like. Thirdly, I suggest that you normalize imperfection in your team. If you act like you've got it all sorted, everyone else will feel that way too. That's how cultures of quiet panic are built. Fourthly, lead in the next moment, not the entire universe. You don't need to solve the whole week by 9:15 a.m. Just ask, what's the next right thing? Actually, that's a pretty good mantra to have running around your mind. What's the next right thing? Try that at 3:17 a.m. when you're still worrying about Mrs. Jones' netball complaint letter. And here's where this really matters. Your team doesn't experience your policies, they experience you, your tone, your presence, your energy. So people don't need a superhero leading them, they just need someone real, someone steady enough to say, yeah, this is hard, but we're going to work through it and we're going to get there. So maybe the goal isn't to be the leader who carries everything, who wears that cape. Maybe it's to be the leader who knows what not to carry. Because leadership was never meant to be a solo heroic act. It was always meant to be human. So go on, take the cape off now. You'll lead better without it. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, then you'll undoubtedly enjoy reading my latest book, 54 Quotes and Provocations. It's stacked full of great leadership quotes and ideas to help free up your thinking time so that you can enjoy your job a lot more. Go and get your copy now.